Many employers are moving towards a strengths-based approach to interviews. Whereas a competency-based interview says past behaviour can predict future ability, a strengths-based interview looks at candidate potential. Identifying someone's strengths can look at how successful they might be in a role even if they haven't had previous related experience. A strengths-based interview is sometimes a little faster paced than a competency interview and can be more challenging to prepare for, but that's the point. The interviewer is hoping to see the authentic you. Often employers will start with an opening question about what you like and what you're good at, such as, tell me about a really good day you've had recently. This might seem odd, but they are trying to look out for indicators of when you're talking about something you enjoy and are energised by. For example, you might use your hands a lot, you might sit up straighter or smile more. Don't be scared about giving a real, even personal response. The employer is trying to find out what really energises you, so don't just say what you think they want to hear. This is the measure they'll use throughout the interview to identify when you're discussing true strengths, which you might not even be aware of yourself. To demonstrate how someone responds when discussing their strengths, next time you see a friend or family member, ask them to talk about something they really enjoy doing. It doesn't matter what it is. What you'll normally notice is they can talk about this effortlessly, give spontaneous examples, their body language is very energised, and you might hear them using words like always and love. Then ask them to describe something they don't enjoy. What differences do you think you might see? Often we find it more difficult to continue a free-flowing discussion on something we don't enjoy. Our body language becomes more closed and it's difficult to be enthusiastic about the topic or think of examples. The rest of the interview will focus on finding out your true strengths. They'll do this by asking you paired questions which elicit a response such as, do you prefer working in a team or on your own? And open questions like, how do you stay motivated? Let's look at how two candidates tackled this strengths-based question. What do you think of networking?
Networking for me is something that I really enjoy actually. It's a part of my job that I just seem to love it when I do it. So for example, for me, meeting new people is something I really enjoy. Last week at the careers fair that we ran, when I wasn't doing anything in the rota, any spare time I had, I went round all the stands and talked to all the people, which I really enjoyed. One of them I spoke to was Morgan Stanley, and I managed to get them to agree to come and do some CV clinics with me with computing students that I'm doing next week, which was really good. I've just enjoyed it all the way through. Even if it's interview seminars that I go for or interviews that I go for, I really enjoy the networking part of that. Something that I love.
Networking is really important. It's something that I've had to do in previous jobs that I've been in, and it's really important to meet new people. For the work I've always done, it's something that I've had to do.
Did you notice the difference? Stephen was enthusiastic in his response. He spoke fluently, clearly and at length. His eyes were wide and he used words like love, to be honest, and enjoy. He gave a spontaneous star example, which he was able to recollect straight away with no effort and sounded authentic. Gail spoke briefly and used words like have to and kinda, which shows that this is something she does as part of her job, but without enjoying it. She was matter of fact and didn't give any examples. In comparison to Stephen, her hands stayed still, whereas his hands moved expressively. So can you prepare? Well, yes. The first step is to really understand your strengths. What do you actually enjoy doing and what are you good at? Think about your experiences. If you loved working in your part-time job, why was that? What part of the job did you especially enjoy? What strengths did you utilise? Understanding this will help you to articulate this more freely in an interview. Do your research. What strengths might the employer need in this role? Most employers will tell you this information up front. And finally, for both competency-based and strengths-based interviews, our general tips of preparation for interview will still apply. You should always prepare answers to common interview questions and remember your star stories. They will never let you down.